So good. Truvani, the best. It's all about product placement, people. All right, what's up, everybody? Number one, I did a bodybuilding show back in 2006, and I posed to that song by Madonna. So every time that comes on, I want to start hitting my double front bicep and my most muscular. Brings me back almost 20 years. We are not sponsored by Truvani, but they are the ones that I get my protein from. They make great stuff. They sent me that cool shaker. It's tiger salmon. Keegan says pink. I say tiger salmon. It's pretty pink, but I dig it. All right. TOA community. Hope you're all doing well. Robert Linkul, trainingtheolderadult.com. I get asked often about all the recording equipment that I use. I have a lot of equipment. I have a lot of stuff. I bought some basic stuff probably 7 years ago. The industry has changed, products have gotten better, and then there were some bad choices on, like, I thought this was good and it turned out to not be so great. So I've had a lot of trial and error, plus both brother-in-laws of mine are both into electronics, and one does this professionally, produces shows and webcasts and all that, and live events and everything. So I've had some very good tutors and some mentors to help me. So I wanted to show you everything that I currently use in-house for all of our content that we create. And it starts with these guys right here, the Rode Wireless Pro. Now, these are $400. They are expensive. Number one, I'm not sponsored by anybody. We have no financial return to anyone. No equipment, nothing. Even Eccentric, everybody else, they're all just products and brands and people and companies that I like. And so I like to partner and showcase their stuff because they have great stuff. But I don't make any financial returns from anyone. I'm not into that kind of business. Some will say that's a mistake. I don't think so. That's your product. You make money on it. If you want to, like Eccentric, we had a deal where I made a course for them and they gave me one of their flywheels. That's awesome. I think that's fair, and that was a really good thing for both of us. That's how I like to do business. Anyhow, the Wireless Pro, awesome. Okay, $400. They're badass though. They come with these cool little cases. There's two of them. One that carries all of your gear, and the other one is the charger, where you have multiple recharges inside this guy. So you can plug this in, that plugs into your computer, and then that charges this thing as well as charges your mics. And there's two of them. So if you wanted to do an interview, or if you're gonna have two people on, or if you just wanna have extra battery life, you can use one and then use the other one, charge your receiver in between, and then you're good to go. Great product. They have the Go and the Go 2 and some other generations. I've got a little Pelican case up there with all of those in there. I have all the generations of these. They've only gotten better. Fantastic quality. The new lavalier microphones, these are the lavaliers, the ones that come up to your neck. Those screw in so they won't pop out anymore. They have a new little plastic connector to the collar. It's not metal, so it's not itchy or scratchy. Really made great improvements. They're an awesome company too, because I had an issue with my lavalier about a year ago. As I would use it, after about 4 or 5 months, it would start to cut out, and you would either not hear me or you would hear this humming whenever I would speak, and it was really annoying, and I would have to recreate content because I didn't know it was happening until after. So I tell them about it, and they sent me a new one, and it didn't come in the mail. So after 2 weeks, I emailed them back and I said, hey, I didn't get one. I just wanted to check with you guys. Okay, I'll send you another one. So they sent me another one. I didn't get that one. So then they gave me a voucher if I wanted to go and get one. So I go to Best Buy, I get a voucher for it. I come home, they're the other two that they mailed me. So I got 3 microphones for free. Like, what a cool company. They just took forever to get to us. So I got a bunch of extra lavaliers. I sent back my big microphone. I just had to pay to ship it to them. They fixed the entire thing, even though I hit it on something or whatever and it wasn't working as well. But great company. They're out of Australia, but they also have a California location. If you are going to use these and use a laptop, you are going to need this adapter, the SC7. The package itself, these guys come with this is the whole little receiver kit. There's the extra lavaliers, the extra mics go in there. But this kit comes with, and the chargers, it comes with a black to black end one, which is audio out only. It doesn't bring audio back. So that's what the gray one does, meaning if you're plugging into your computer, what are you plugging into? You're plugging into the headphone jack, right? So the computer thinks, oh, you have headphones on, we're sending audio out that signal, but you're plugging in a microphone and the microphone's trying to send audio into the computer. So just nothing happens. You don't get any content created or audio recorded on your content. It's just you going as you present because it's stuck, okay? So this little adapter goes around that. It channels in and sends the audio into your computer, and then your computer can now hear you. So you got to have this guy or else nothing will happen. So don't forget that. It's like $15, okay? Lighting. This is a great Lube Cube light. I've used Lube Cube now for quite a while. I really like their lights. This is the newest one. I just got like 2 weeks ago, 10 days ago. There's all kinds of different colors that you can do with these guys, different brightnesses. They've got tons of different adjustments and different, I guess you could say like intensities of how the light is received and how it's seen. You can see I'm adjusting it here, and then I can switch into let me go to this one. I can switch into different colors and different brightnesses. Woo, that's intense. So very cool, comes with a really neat, let me turn her off here. Comes with a really neat case that it comes in. So if you want to transport it and move it about, the little thing screws in. There's a little handle on the top, like great lights, okay? They make the single, that's the one I have there on the left, the $149 one. They have a double set for $279 if you want to get two of them, and you can have one on either side of you or whatnot. I do one right behind my laptop, and it illuminates, it reflects off the laptop and my white walls behind it. And so I get a glow that I don't need right now because it's daylight, but if I'm recording early in the morning, I need a little bit more of a glow or else my face appears really dark on screen. So that, these guys help great for that. But again, I only need one. I don't know if, unless you're gonna record and like illuminate a bunch of space behind you. But then they have these huge ones, and those are like 4 foot high, and they've got kits of these. I mean, you can get all kinds of stuff. Really, really good product. And they also make these little guys. These are the little Lube Cube. They're little squares. They're literally like that big. I have one that I have up here that's a bit of a spotlight when I'm doing content behind, or if I'm doing like, every once in a while, I'll do more of like a serious, emotional talk about something or a presentation, and I'll spotlight myself a little bit and dim the lights behind me. So it's kind of a mood setting light. It's designed to hook onto your camera, so when you're taking camera photos, you have like a direct light from there. But I like it because it's so pliable and it's flexible, it's easy. I've got it on a little suction cup that hooks onto the top of my TV screen. It can hook onto your computer, it can hook onto your camera, your phone, whatever you want. It's a great little light. My camera is the one that I'm seeing you on right now. I have two of these because we'll run a dual camera setup. I'll do one that's a side angle view, like a parallel side angle view, and then a head-on shot with this one. So they're both 4Ks, so they're pretty much the top of the line, like the best ones you can get. And they're on sale right now for $169, normally $199. Totally worth it. Great cameras. They have all kinds of different features to them, including they have microphones built in. So if you're gonna be this close, a lot of times I will record these sessions and not use my lavalier and my mics. I'll just talk to the camera, and the receiver's right here, and it targets audio. So it'll select you and hear me pretty damn clear. It's hard for me to hear the difference if I have my mics on or not, as long as I'm within about 4 foot. In some cases, I'll be back there like talking to my clients, and they're like, "You're a little echoey, what's going on?" They can still hear me, but this mic is on, and my other ones, maybe I didn't select them when I went into Zoom and turn on my microphone. And they can go, "Well, we still hear you, it just sounds echoey." It's like it's that good from 20 feet away. So really good mics built into it, but the high def quality of this camera is exceptional. It travels easy. It's the USB plus or whatever the new USB plugins are. So it'll connect to pretty much anything. Great camera, I can't suggest it enough. Comes with a mount that goes on your laptop as well. If you have the new MacBook Pro, any of the new MacBook cameras, from what I understand, it's this camera built into it now. Before, you could see a clear difference from one camera to the other, you'd go, oh, that camera quality is drastically less compared to this one. And now when I toggle them, they're exactly the same. So really good cameras now built into the MacBooks if you have a MacBook Pro. And then the last thing to suggest is these guys. I don't have the blue ones, but I really like those. We just did the white. You can see them up there on the ceiling. And those are all spots up there where those are special locations that we selected. And there's a ton of them right over me right now where we've selected those spots because in different presentations, I stand underneath that. And you may not notice it all that much if you have them or if you don't. Well, I shouldn't say that. You won't really notice how echoey your voice is in a room until you put these up and then you hear yourself on audio and you go, whoa, it really is a big difference. If I go into the corner of the room and I kind of face the wall and then I talk, you'll get this echo, almost like a reverberation of your voice, which is an echo, but it sounds like I'm in this big hollow room. And then if you stand under these guys, that just kills all of that echo and it sounds really, really crisp. And I think that's a pretty good thing to add to a setup like this if you're going to be recording a lot of content. We stream 4 to 5 workouts a day, which means I have clients in-house, but I also have clients online. And they'll be watching and listening and following along and doing all that while I'm coaching in here. And I'm coaching both groups online, at home, and in-house. And so I want a really good quality experience for them. The better my microphone is, the better my music speakers that we have in-house. We had Sonos in the past. We have the Bose ones now, or not Bose. What do we have? They're 3 initials, RSI or RBI or RBA or something like that. Whatever the popular ones are, we have those in here now. Great speakers, really good microphones. Even my lavalier will pick up that audio and clients can hear the music very clearly. Zoom now has a new advanced share. If you buy the professional package of Zoom, which I think is a couple $100 a year, that version of Zoom has a dual advanced share where you can pipe in your own music list and have the stream going like I have now where I'm sharing a screen or sharing a photo and they can see me. So you can do all of them. Basically, they couldn't do multiple shares before and now they can, which is really nice because you can pipe in super clear music. Before it was either music and all I had was a camera view or share my PowerPoint or share my whiteboard. And now you can have music and one of those other ones. So very cool that's an option, with Zoom now to be able to have multiple shares. That's basically my whole little kit and setup for all of our audio, visual lights, auditory, speakers, microphones, everything that we use in-house. All together, everything I just showed you, $400, $500, $600, $700, $800, maybe $850, somewhere around in there. And of course, that's was kind of spread out over a couple of months that we purchased all those. I think it's well worth the investment to get good stuff like that, and then you're set up for a couple of years. The big problem, and this is the thing that I've noticed, is Loom will make this light, and I'm like, man, I love this light. This is so cool. And then a year from now, they're going to make another one that's even cooler, and I'm going to go, well, this one's neat and all, but I want that one. That's my problem is every time a new microphone comes out, every time a new thing, I'm like, oh, I want to upgrade to that. Even though it may be of equal quality, it's like, I want the new toy. And that's probably the problem is the want of it. I don't need it. I have stuff that works just fine. But what I will tell you, and then both brother-in-laws of mine would probably say the same thing. I know Renee would for sure, is that you can't have enough of this stuff because there are times where Renee's going to have to do 5 different speakers on a stage at the same time. Well, if you only have one kit of these guys, right, you're going to need 2 or 3 of these to be able to mic everybody, and then you're good. How many adapters, this and that? I've gone to countless presentations where I assumed, which is always the problem, you know what they say if you assume, I assumed that they had adapters and that they had a remote for me and that kind of stuff, and they didn't. I assumed that they had a hardwire HDMI to plug into their TV, and they didn't. You know, I always bring all of my own gear with the assumption that they have nothing and I'm gonna have to plug everything in. The only thing I don't bring is like a projector and a slide. And if I was driving, I would bring those things, right? I have my own screen, I have my own projector. I'd bring all that, all my own stuff back in the day. Now you can airdrop and bring onto the TV. We have a mobile television we'll take with us just in case. That's again, if we're driving, just to make sure. I can't assume they're gonna have a television there unless we confirm and everything ahead of time. It's just preparation. It's, in my opinion, you can't have too much of this stuff. Hang on to your old stuff. You can always use it, upgrade to new ones as they come about. You definitely get to see some of the better pricing and such during the holiday season. So this is a good time to do that. Take advantage of some of those cyber deals and, you know, big discounts and annual sales and yada, yada. Okay. All right. Any questions about any of this, feel free to hit me up in the comment section below. If not, please subscribe and like the channel and help us grow. I really appreciate that. And as always, please continue to fight your good fight against sarcopenia, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.